For over 2 decades, Criminal Minds has faced off against dozens of terrifying killers, but the BAU's most nagging and notorious nemesis has always worn a suit and worked in DC. While each season introduces a new unsub to chase, the team is consistently tripped up by red tape, political agendas, and higher-ups more concerned with optics than justice. Now, in Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3, also being called Criminal Minds Season 18, the cycle continues with a bureaucratic plotline that feels all too familiar. In the season premiere, the return of Deputy Director Doug Bailey, along with his doubts about Ross's role in Voight's fate, signals yet another round of internal interference. Instead of allowing the team to focus on catching killers, the powers that be are once again casting shadows on the people, risking their lives. It's the perfect time for Criminal Minds, Evolution to retire this tired narrative device and give the BAU a new kind of internal conflict to wrestle with. Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3, Episode 1 sees the return of the oldest BAU villain. Suspicion, politics, and a distracted BAU. Character Emily Prentice from Criminal Minds Evolution in Elevator the Rap. Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3, Episode 1 opens with an anxious atmosphere as whispers about Rossi and Elias Voight's final confrontation begin to circulate. While the BAU is still reeling from past trauma, internal suspicions quickly cloud their ability to move forward. The suggestion that one of their own may have crossed a line adds emotional weight but also risks derailing the momentum built in previous seasons. Rather than sharpening the show's tension, this storyline veers into murky territory that fans have seen before. Accusations and power plays muddy the narrative waters, pulling focus from what Evolution does best, exploring the minds of criminals. If the series continues down this path, it could lose the edge that made the reboot so exciting in the first place. The BAU has always been hindered by bureaucracy and the government. An unsub in a suit and the BAU's institutional obstacle course. Criminal Minds Evolution characters in a workroom, David Rossi Center Entertainment Tonight. The Behavioral Analysis Unit has long operated under the illusion of autonomy, but its biggest challenges often come from within the system it serves. Whether it's restrictive funding, interagency turf wars, or political agendas, the BAU is frequently forced to navigate a maze of institutional pushback. This consistent resistance doesn't just slow down investigations, it undermines morale and jeopardizes lives. Rather than being seen as allies in law enforcement, the team is too often treated as a liability by their superiors. Episodes that highlight power struggles with figures from the DOJ or FBI brass reinforce a frustrating pattern. The BAU is trusted to solve the country's worst crimes but not trusted to do it their way. Over time, this dynamic has become less a convincing source of tension and more a storytelling crutch. There's also a missed opportunity in how Criminal Minds, Evolution frames these characters. Instead of fleshing them out as complex characters with understandable motives, they're often reduced to one-dimensional roadblocks. The series could inject new energy into an old formula while maintaining high stakes by giving these antagonists more depth or even allowing one to become an unexpected ally. Criminal Minds, Evolution needs to find a new way to create internal conflict. Time for fresh tension in the BAU. After 20 years, the show has proven it's capable of evolving, so why not apply that same creativity to the team's internal struggles? There's plenty of room to explore conflict rooted in psychological burnout, ethical disagreements, or generational clashes within the unit itself. These angles would feel more authentic and less repetitive than the standard government versus BAU dynamic. Imagine watching Rossi and Prentice disagree over profiling tactics, or younger agents questioning legacy methods in high-stakes cases. These kinds of storylines would deepen character development and reflect the real-world pressures of working in such a high-stress field. If Criminal Minds, Evolution wants to stay true to its title, it needs to stop recycling old enemies, including the bureaucracy. Criminal Minds, Evolution has proven it can breathe new life into familiar characters and dark narratives, so the same boldness should apply to its internal drama. Instead of defaulting to bureaucratic stonewalling, the show has a real opportunity to challenge the team in ways that are more personal, nuanced, and unpredictable. Giving the BAU a break from fighting the system could finally let them, and the audience, focus on the battles that matter most.